Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, please subscribe, turn on your post notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. In this video, I want to be showing you how I made these delicious Swedish meatballs. Let's hop into it. So I am starting off with some ground turkey. I have 1.5 pounds that I'm adding some Italian breadcrumb soup, some garlic, and also some parsley flakes and some nutmeg, some black pepper, and I'm also going to be adding some allspice and some Cajun seasoning. I'm going to crack an egg to add in there. This is going to help everything bind together, and I decided to add some smoked paprika because we know turkey is not as flavorful as beef. So then I chopped up some onions as well and just mixed that in, and I'm going to use my hands to just mix it all together. Okay, so I am going to add just a little splash of olive oil. This is completely optional. You don't have to. But I do it because y'all know how beef makes its own grease. So I do it just because of that. This is the size I want to make my balls. I'm not going to take you guys through me rolling up all of these little meatballs. But then I have some oil in the pan, just enough to cover the bottom. And I'm going to go ahead and just add all the meatballs that I made to the pan to cook. So as we are cooking, and as they cook on one side, I'm going to roll them to cook on the other side, and making sure that they're not touching each other because I don't want them to smother. It did come a little hard to kind of roll the meatballs over, so then I used the spatula to flip some more of those over because I probably could have used another egg, you guys, and to be honest, to like bind it all together. Okay, so now I'm going to add 1.5 stick of butter and 3 tablespoons of flour. And I'm just going to go ahead and use my whisk to mix that up until the butter melts. And I'm making sure I'm scraping the bottom because we want all the flavor from the seasoning that was added to the meat that we boiled up and fried in this pan. Okay, so now that the butter is melted, I am going to go ahead and add in some chicken broth. You can use whatever broth you want, whether it's beef broth, bone broth, whatever, but I'm using chicken broth. And I'm just going to slowly add that in and mix it up with my whisk and then once all of that is added in, now you see that I'm adding in some heavy cream. You can sub that for milk. If you do, I do recommend adding a little bit more flour to thicken it up. And I don't have any Dijon mustard, so I'm going to add in a tablespoon of mustard powder, some ground mustard, and then I added in a tablespoon of Worcestershire. Y'all always kill that word, okay? Worcestershire soy sauce. And it's going to go ahead and mix that in. And once it comes to a boil, it is going to start to thicken up just the way that you like it and need it, because this is Swedish meatballs, okay? We absolutely love Swedish meatballs in my household. So I'm going to add the meatballs back to the sauce and make sure that they all get nice and covered. Bring it to a boil, turn it off, let the sauce thicken up, and you guys, I am not going to take you through the portion of boiling some noodles because I know you know how to do that already, okay? Okay, so just to create some pretty, I am sprinkling on some parsley flakes. And here we are. This meal is all done. We sided it with some broccoli and some biscuits. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like it, share it, comment, and I'll see y'all next time.